Alright, I am just doing some testing on the game to record my game before I upgrade to a new GPU. So right now we are playing on the game with a i5 CPU, 2.9 Hz, and whereas my GPU will be 1660 Super. Yeah, so that's the current one we are having, and the next one we are going to explore will be 4070. So with this, we are actually going to test how the game run using Horizon Forbidden West as the benchmark. Right, so obviously the computer have some preferred settings for the game, but then we also can check on the user's preferred setting, which is my settings. Yeah, so currently on the screen we'll see some of the data which I do not fully understand. I guess we have the GPU temperature and the 38 and 44%, no idea what those are. Memory, which is the RAM 3400, which is okay. And the CPU is the one that's consuming a lot of resources. We are running at 100%. Actually, no, the memory, I guess, is referring to the GPU's memory. And then the CPUs and the RAM is right at the bottom. So I still need to learn a little bit on how to read the data. But yes, CPU is the one that's currently handling the full load. So we can expect CPU will be the bottleneck, which already is, and it's going to be even more so. So which is going to be a pain in the ass when after I upgrade my GPU, I have to start looking for a new motherboard for a new chip. Planning to switch over to AMD as it was recommended for future proving. So but after a while, I believe once the game is fully loaded, the GPU will go back down to a lower percent. So we are seeing it's still running at 9800. Incidentally, the frame rate is quite high, so I'm not sure how accurate is that. Perhaps the game FPS is high, but my monitor FPS is fixed to 60. But I can't confirm. I have to double check. Yeah, but let us just wait for the game to fully load. We're still looking at the shader. The game is consuming 84%, whereas OBS is consuming 6% of my CPU. Yeah. And yeah, so I guess recording with this is the benchmark. Then the second benchmark, once my GPU arrives, the 4070 arrives, is going to switch up the game. Then we see how it goes, and then we also switch out OBS to match the new quality and then see how it goes. But apparently it's the first time we can run as a benchmark is going to ultra. With the new 4070 GPU, we are going to see a significant upgrade to the graphics, which is awesome. But my concern right now will be my CPU. Yeah, CPU is an old i5 10400F, so it's quite outdated. Yeah, but the motherboard and all probably is going to be an in another few months time. Mm-hmm. We are waiting. Alright. So we are in game. So we are doing a quick strike to see how the graphics is. So we can see now the CPU is still relatively high, but it's dropping here and there. My GPU, whereas I have no idea the percentage. Is it even accurate? I have no idea. But overall, it seems fine. Alright. Alright, so what's the current setting? So this, I believe, is my preferred setting. Yeah, so everything is low. We're running on low with high fuels of that and so on. So this is my current setting, which we can see this is what we are doing, which is a fair. We can see the grass details, the sky, and then alloys texture. Right, and then we're just going to switch to a town, and then we see how it goes. Let us go to a big town. Man, it's been so long since I've played this. I can't remember which is which. Plainsong is a big town, but I believe we have this one is a big town as well. Scouting type. Yeah. So let's TP over here. Just TP over and then we see how it goes. So CPU going at it, loading up the game. Power usage is on very high. Is there somewhere I can also see my power usage as well? Hold on, let me see whether I can pull out the stats for power. Memory usage process. I have no idea. Memory code. Power. As shown on display as well. Fan speed. CPU temperature. Might as well, yeah. Display everything. CPU clock. RAM process. Frame time. I guess we can also do frame rates as well to display them. Why? Oh, we need them to monitor of this. Apply. Okay. Right. So we have even more data now. Yeah, so we are looking at the temperature using the CPU. The frame rate is at the bottom, I guess. Yeah. Okay. So we are in town. You can see it's a little bit struggling.
I missed it. I was stuck on guard duty. That's wrong.
But I think overall it's still okay. But it's not that bad. As in personally it's not that bad because I'm used to it. Alright. Because I'm used to it. Alright. So this is my preferred setting, which is low on everything. So let us try going to very high as a benchmark for what I can do right now. Right, we are on very high. And we are on very high. So we can see the lagginess. You can definitely see the difference on how the PC is struggling, but we just let it. Hopefully it gets better. We drop to 19 frames per second. So let us go back to this area. And then we see whether does it improve or not. Nope. So as a benchmark, if we were to return to this location that we did some testing, so definitely it's not as smooth. The cloud detail, character wise, the grass, does it seem nicer? Honestly, I can't tell. I really can't tell. I guess the hair and the detail wise, everything looks nice. Yep. So this is what we are dealing with. Right, so this is on very high. Right, and the stats is on the screen. Right, so I'm looking forward to the change in the GPU. And we are going to use Horizon Forbidden West as the benchmark. So with that, I guess I'll stop the video here. And then hopefully I post on YouTube. And then I can have something to refer to. Right. So that will be all. A showcasing. And a little bit of a update. Or upcoming update. For what I'm planning. Right. So we'll end here. Thanks for joining. Do leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see future updates. And yeah, I will see you from here. Okay, bye bye.